Welcome back. Now we'll see part 2 of lecture 13. So next problem. So in this problem we are going to see a uniformly varying load. So see, this is a varying load. I told you about uniformly varying load. It is also known as uniformly varying load or uniform or gradually varying load. So it is gradually varying. The intensity is not the same. So UDL it will be same. From A to B, last problem we saw the intensity was only 1.5 kilonewton per meter. So here at B it is 0. So the load at B is 0, whereas at A it is 2 kilonewton per meter. So it is varying from 0 to 2. So uniformly varying. Okay. Or gradually varying load. So coming back to the problem, a cantilever of length 4 meters, the total length is 4 meter, carries a gradually varying load 0 at the free end. So free end is always B for a cantilever, and 2 kilonewtons per meter at the fixed end. So you have to draw the shear force and bending moment diagrams. So we'll start with the shear force calculation as always. B right. Sorry. Yes. So B right no load 0. B left also 0. So B right and B left 0. Now we'll come to. Let me have the entire vision of the view of the. Entire view of the beam. So now it is A right. What can you see? You can see the entire gradually varying load. So the entire load you can see. So the shear force is the area of the triangle. What is the area of the triangle? Half into 2 into 4. Area of the triangle half into 2 into 4. That is the shear force at A. So half into 2 into 4 is 4. Okay, that's all. And A left 0. See, quite simple. So area of the triangle as I told you. So that's all. Now we'll go to bending moment calculation. Bending moment also only 2 points. Only 2 points? Because the load is varying from 0 at B to 2 kilonewton per meter at A. You don't have any intermediate loads. If you have any intermediate loads, that point of application of load can be taken as a point, as we did in the last problem. Okay. Now bending moment at B 0. Bending moment A. Bending moment A is what is the load? As we saw in the shear force, minus 1 half into 2 into 4, which is 4. So that is the load. What is the distance? So this is a triangle. Do you remember? The centroid of a triangle lies at distance by 3. 1/3 of the distance. What is the distance? 4. So 4 by 3. So you understand? UDL is like a rectangle. So centroid is at the center. This is a triangle. For triangle, you remember centroid. You are studying engineering mechanics. Centroid it is length by 3. So here it is 4 by 3 from the straight edge. So from the straight edge it is 4 by 3. Okay. So now what is the bending moment? Half into 2 into 4 into 4 by 3. So it is, see here, minus area of the triangle, distance of centroid from A. So minus 5%. Why you have to take the distance of centroid from A? Because this is A. This is where you are finding the bending moment. So distance of centroid should be taken from A, from the centroid to A. Okay. Now you can consider one more case. For example, it is like this. So at A, it is 0 and 2. So for this case, what will be the distance of centroid? It is 1 by 3 of L. So L by 3 from the straight edge. So here it will be 2L by 3. Okay. So remember, centroid distance is from the straight edge it is L by 3. From the other edge it is 2L by 3. Okay. So why we are taking L by 3 here? Because from the edge is straight edge. Centroid. Distance centroid from straight edge is L by 3. Hope you understand. Thank you. See both the lectures and submit your notes. Both the problems are small. I hope you understand. And I repeat again, I'll be available online from 10:30 to 11. I'll send you the Google Meet invitation. You can ask me the doubts. Okay. Thank you. Watch both the videos. Put the attendance. So attendance only one attendance for lecture 13. Okay. And submit the notes. That is the assignment you have to do. Only if you submit the assignment, I'll be able to give you the attendance. So do both. Okay. You have time till 6 p.m. Do that. Okay. Thank you.